Hi everybody, I'm back here with another video. I wasn't going to do the voiceover to this video because I was talking during the video and I was making small clips, and I thought I was going to be able to just piece it together and have it be a short video about my process and what I'm trying to attempt to do, but it ended up being like 40 minutes long, so my clips weren't short. So here's hence the voiceover. I'm just making a. My intention was to do a stash busting video of this scrapbooking kit. It's by Mara Johnson. Mara Johnson, yes, and I think it's called the Love Struck Collection. It's a little small scrapbooking kit with it's very thin scrapbook paper, and it has all these embellishments, and it's like tattoo style, and it has the sparrows and love forever, like a rebel heart, stuff like that. And I wanted to stash bust this stuff, and I was really intending to use more than one sheet, but ironically I only used one scrapbook sheet of paper from it, and then the rest were rub-ons and that's it. I just used, well, and a few stickers. So I'm showing you what the collection kit comes with, and I show you that it has stickers, and that some of it came with stickers, 6x12, and then some other card stock stickers. And here I'm showing you my little uh, project fail, and these were a bunch of graduation cards, announcements that I never finished, which I feel very embarrassed about because I made like 100 of them and I didn't finish them, and I wasn't able to send them out to. Um, they were for my niece, and excuse me for all the sniffling if you can hear that, or if my voice sounds all froggy. My voice sounds deep anyway when I'm not sick, but I'm sick. I caught a cold. I'm hoping it goes away by Saturday because that's when I have my son's little birthday. He's turning 3, and we invited people of all. This is why I never plan things. This is why I never invite people over because I never have my life together. Daisy cannot adult. So anyway, I ended up using one sheet of paper, and I backed those pieces of sheets of paper. Vintage. I couldn't catch that name. Anyway, it's the number. It's in the number 3 set of the mini distress inks by Tim Holtz, and I'm edging the paper with this ink. I did it on the black paper. I don't think it needed it, but I did it anyway. And I'm doing it to these banner pieces, and I ended up making 1, 2, 3, and AMOR, and then 2 on the ends to flock it. I made a total of 6 flags, duh, of course, because I only used one sheet of paper. I cut a 12 by 12 sheet in half, and then I cut 3 banners out of each of the halves. And I thought it was a really cute banner. It was just a simple gift for my neighbor. She said that she always sees my house. I put up banners and stuff and decorations for like each of the holidays, and she always gets a kick out of coming over to my house and seeing them. So I thought I'd make her a small banner so that she could hang it up in her house. So that's what I wanted to gift her, and I said, oh, a banner would be perfect, and this is what happened, and this is the outcome of that banner. So I'm using foam tape that I bought at Big Lots. It's like $2 a roll. The only thing is that you cannot really tear it like the. I've seen ladies use the 3M large roll, the humongo one. I've seen them tear it up easily and everything. Well, you can't do that with this one. And I use my cutter bee scissors, and it gums it up. So if you're not prepared to clean your scissors after a while, don't do that. Just use some gunky scissors that don't bother you if they get gunked up. Anyway, I'm backing the banner. I cut 6 black backgrounds to mat that paper where the card fronts are going to be, and I am just using this paper has been sitting in my stash since I bought it. I think I've made one layout with it, and that's it. So using it up for something else was not a problem for me. And the rub-ons I thought were gonna be miserable and not I wasn't gonna be able to use them, and then they would have been a waste of rub-ons. So I was really kind of being a little bit of a just oh, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to use those rub-ons, and if I hadn't used them, they would have still ended up staying there. So I decided to use them up, and they worked. And some of them cracked, but I found out that if I add glue to the actual rub-on before I lay it down and then I rub it lightly, it will stay. It'll crack a little bit because it's old, but it'll stay. So here I'm showing you that I made that test and that I'm trying to, that I rubbed them on some piece of paper because I needed something to make them pop. And so the papers that I use, this purple paper where those large letters are already rubbed on, is from a different stack that I have. I just use it sometimes for test cuts. I don't usually use it for anything else. But I ended up liking this color. It's like in between a purple and a pink. And I liked it for this banner. So I rubbed on the letters AMOR, which is love in Spanish. And then I'm using the, I can't remember what the dies are called or what the brand is, but there's 21 dies in it, and they're all circles. And I got it at Michael's, and I used a 60% off coupon at one time. Either it was from Joann's or it was from Michael's, but they gave a 60% off coupon, and I ended up using it on that. It ended up being a really good deal or value for my money. So then I also said, oh, well, I'd like to brighten up this banner. How can I do this? And I saw everybody and their mama doing the rosettes, and I wasn't going to put any more dimension on it. I wanted it to be super simple, quote unquote. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do rosettes. So I'm showing you here that I just brought in a dark piece of, not piece, but a dark colored Copic marker so that I could color the edges of the black paper where I had torn off the front of the card of the project that failed. And I'm just edging all these stickers so that they pop out. I was trying to use like 2 icons and a word rub-on each of the flags. And so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just cutting them up. I'm trying to make sure that I can get to them so that they don't get too bulky, or when I'm putting the glue down that it's not too cumbersome to handle. Well, I realized that I'm only trying to get glue on the rub-on or else it will stick to the paper, which probably wouldn't have been a problem either because you can barely see it. Like if you're really looking at it up close, you can see it, but if you're not worried about people seeing like the transparency that it comes in, you can glue that on top of that too. It's pretty clear. It's not very, very visible. So either way would work. I'm using the Tombow Mono Multi Glue, and I already finished my bottle. I contemplate back and forth. I think this is my second bottle of Mono Multi Glue, and I always contemplate, well, this is the second time, but every time I use it, I contemplate on whether or not I'm going to buy another one, and I just recently finished this glue. It is a very good glue. I really like that it sticks, and that it sticks quick, and that it has a fine tip. It's not the new fine liner bottles that everybody's using, but it gets so sticky if you get it in your hands, and I'm a messy crafter. So here I am. After I used the rub-ons, of course, because I used that glue, if some of it seeped out from under the rub-on, then it would leave something sticky. So I used that EK Success powder. It's usually for like static stuff, but if I used it over the glue, then it would like not make the glue sticky, because that glue will stay sticky if you leave it, if you let it dry. It becomes like a repositionable glue. If you glue stuff when it's wet, then it's a permanent glue. I did put some of these, what are they called? Those round things? Reinforcements? I don't know. Anyway, I put those so that I wouldn't tear the banner, or that with use it wouldn't get torn. Oh, and that was pretty much it. I tied some ribbon to it and some twine. I'm not the best at doing that, and I learned that you could tie them together without having to string a long piece of twine all the way through it. But that's the end of it. There'll be some close-ups in the front in the end, and this was for Valentine's Day also. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If it's too choppy, I'm so sorry. My iMovie editor for some reason is acting really, really wonky. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Like this video if you want, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.